Hey, y'all, we're still talking the next 15. We have two-part reunion finale. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What? Trene, they can't see that. What up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the AfterBuzz TV after show for the next 15. We're gonna cover reunion part 1 and 2. Trene, Todd.
What's up, y'all? I'm feeling this.
Khaliel, Abooboo.
This?
You know, we just drank some champagne and beer because we don't drink anything heavier than that.
But I forgot to plug myself, so yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at your girl Trene.
Hit her up in the DMs.
Don't.
Oh. Khaliel, where can they find you?
You can find me at Khaliel Abooboo.
Send them some nudes.
Please.
Alright, let's talk about it so I can get out of here. Alright, so we started the reunion. First of all, what did you guys think of the reunion?
I thought it was a tad interesting.
I thought it was everybody holding hands singing Kumbaya.
I feel like we could have dealt with one episode.
I would have liked to seen someone get socked. I would have liked to seen some.
Oh, wow. You turned around.
That's on camera forever. You punched a woman. And you know she a wag, so...
Clearly violent. You see?
That's why he wore them glasses. He ain't throwing shade, he throwing bows.
But anyway, I would have liked to seen some heels thrown, some weave snatched off.
Who though? Who did you want to see fight on here?
I would have liked to see Claudia and Jennifer slap some or do something.
Girl, what they gonna really do?
There
First of all, what are they gonna really do? They each probably would get one good punch in, but I feel like
Security.
yeah, security would have been caught both of them up. Like for this show I didn't see it, but for me I just felt like there was, I don't know where how they filmed it, but it was just so awkwardly quiet at moments, and it's like yeah, what kind of sound engineer do you have? Well, I mean, Real Housewives of Atlanta doesn't have an audio. I don't know, it was just something like I felt like there were too many pockets of like dead airspace at times, and it was just kind of like okay,
Maybe they wanted you to feel the vibe.
Is that what we were feeling?
Yeah.
Just the awkward silence.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know when people like stop talking? And it feels awkward.
Could you imagine, like, if we really just all of a sudden... iTunes listener. 1 billion downloads a year, listeners. How did that sound? You don't like that sounds, right? Okay. Let's talk about the reunion. So they're talking about flirting in New York and Benzino, and... she said, you know, he came off as, you know, cute. She said, I love his skin tone. He's a big brother. But the tea is, I heard that, which I don't know, I don't think I believe this, but someone's saying that Jennifer Williams and Benzino.
That's
what?
highly possible in the studio.
I mean, okay, we know from Love and Hip Hop that can be
but
possible.
that's just really weird.
I just don't see that for Jennifer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like she ain't out here sending,
She
you know,
goes
married
for
men pictures, but
bald men with the bulge, the blistered.
oh, is that what
on
her
their
first
head.
man looked like?
That's what Eric
I know
looked
nothing
like.
about any of
Her
that.
ex-husband.
I can't. Benzino jealous of Karamo's big dick?
I thought that was.
I'm just like,
pretty
it's not like
dumb.
Karamo has shown it, so
Right.
what would he be jealous of something that nobody's seen?
I could see.
Maybe
I could see if he was like slanging it everywhere, and everybody was like, you know, running after him, sending him.
And comparing.
Maybe he heard it through the grapevine.
Heard it through the grapevine. New York said, I want to see that missile Benzino.
She always
More
wanted
like
to see
a beer
missile.
can girl.
A beer can.
Benzino talking about, I just wanted to show the underwear.
No, he wanted to
very
get some thirst
metrosexual,
traps.
you know?
That's what he wanted.
We got the inner cry conversation where Claudia just basically helped New York say that whole thing where she was like, you know, Claudia couldn't fathom why there were no tears
Get it out.
dispersing
Get it out, honey.
from my eye ducts, tear ducts, tear ducts.
Yes.
It's an inner cry, bitch. I mean, I'm here for the inner cry. I feel like we've seen it on a couple different shows. I do believe in an inner cry.
Lots of it.
I do believe in it.
I cry inside every day.
Tommy from Real House, from Love and Hip Hop.
Don't leave! I want to walk you out.
Karamo
Cry.
Hashtag inner cry.
spoke his feelings towards New York's character, thinks she's an alcoholic, and New York took offense to that because she only drinks champagne and beer, nothing heavy.
She doesn't like to hear the truth. When someone's like sitting down with her and they're trying to tell her like, girl, like chill or do this or do that, she gets really defensive. And she does have, I mean, I don't know her personally, but
Way to
like
break it
every
down.
reality TV show, she always has been drinking alcohol. But you have never seen her on any reality TV shows where she's trying like rehab or anything. So
Right, you never seen her also like trashed either.
Yeah, trash. So
She always knows what she kind of doing.
yeah, so she just likes to get turned up, like she said.
Laura believes that the drama that these people bring to the set can't affect her. I feel like with her, that's right. I felt like, honestly, out of all of them, she came out looking... Yeah, Laura.
Agreed. She
You know,
had
you
her
was out
own
there with
story, pretty much.
Cutting open that gate. Laura was looking real cute. She was just laid up against that couch like, I woke up like this. Then we got the Jen and Evelyn situation. Do you guys feel like, I don't know, did you watch Basketball Wives? Do you feel like Jen found her voice?
I think that she tried a lot to, you know, prove that she's...
So you did feel like she was trying to do
Yeah,
that?
she was trying to prove like, no, I'm not a shadow, or I'm not, you know, that person that doesn't talk or speak up for myself. So I think she did tad bit try too hard to kind of show.
Too hard. So you don't
Yeah.
think it was authentic?
No.
Did you feel like Jennifer came off authentic in sticking up for herself?
I think that everyone is born with a voice, and if you choose to use that voice, it will be heard.
Let it sing.
That's right.
Claudia feels Jen used this platform to have a voice. She said, okay, yeah, I was petty for coming at you for your contacts. And Jen thinks Claudia always plays the victim. Would you say that Claudia plays the victim?
She does.
Yeah, totally.
She totally does.
Oh, yeah.
It's like...
Oh, yeah.
Total victim.
Then they get into the conversation about Benzino. Can she sing? I mean, like, the thing is like, when you say singing, like, are you
Like when you
talking
sing,
like
do, re, mi, fa, so.
Latino?
Do, re,
Me.
fa.
But you know, he's a really good friend because good friends, they won't
Do
say
that.
it. But
How many of
you
us have
know.
them? Friends.
No, see, actually, I feel like I'm a good friend. I'd be telling my friends who can't sing, I'd be like, bitch, you ain't putting that on.
Ones we can depend on. Friends.
Run, he wearing glasses inside. All right, so then Carlos King brought out the tea and the honey for Jennifer. That was funny. Little live shade right there. We got serious moment. Jen's mom passing. Thought she knew what a broken heart was. I thought that was a powerful statement for her. Karama was crying.
The way you said it was so insincere, though. Like,
No.
I thought that was really powerful.
I did. What I thought was
moving
insincere
on.
was I felt like, well, then I must just be just like Carlos, because Carlos ended it like, thank you for sharing your story. Your mom's definitely looking out for you. So we'll be back. What did he say? Your mom is seriously looking down on you. Thank you guys. We'll be tuned in right after the. Like, damn, Carlos.
He needed a piece of silence.
He did it. He did.
Laura says, I only deal with real life. If you upset with a joke I made and you ain't laughing, sorry. I laughed. I thought it was funny.
Are we referring to what she said about the light skin comment?
The Janet Jackson. Let's get my Asian persuasion.
That's not a joke.
Let's talk about it.
Oh my gosh. First,
Laura wishes there
going-
were more light-skinned people on the cast. Go.
Boom.
That was not a joke at all. It was plainly ignorant of her to say that.
So you were Team New York in this?
I was Team New York. New York is a proud black woman, and that would be like me if I was on a panel and I was like, man, I wish there was more black people on this panel. First of all, it's insensitive to say that because it's like,
wow,
it's very insensitive to say that. You shouldn't be bringing up color or race in any sort of work environment or anything. You're gonna be working with these people. Why did you need to mention, lights? I wish there was more light-skinned people.
For me, the interesting point was when New York brought up the Oscars, and Laura was like, "That has nothing to do with it." It does, because if you're categorizing people prettier than not pretty, I mean, that's kind of what the Oscars has been doing for years. They were putting a certain demographic down because they felt that they were less than. And I don't believe that Laura thinks that. I do believe that it was a joke, but it was a very insensitive joke. And we all make them, but just own it. Like, own up to it.
Don't be like...
all the time. Like, hello, have you seen any of our shows?
But no, it's also self-hatred, too, because,
Speak on it.
You know, a lot of people who deal with self-hatred when it comes to their skin color, they put it out on the others. And
yeah, New York's brought up the skin bleaching and all that.
Yeah, so... Yeah, and it could be her, you know, repressing her own struggles. Like, the fact that nobody thinks she's black, because, I mean, for the longest time, I didn't think she was black.
I thought she was Hispanic.
Yeah, at all. So.
I think complexion doesn't mean a thing. Dark as the midnight hour or bright as the morning sun.
That's a high yellow.
You just...
So, ladies, it don't matter who, when, where you are.
Complexion don't mean a thing.
Go down, down. That's why he wears shades. Everyone's just the same shade.
You knew this guy.
All right, New York said, what do you mean by that?
I don't know.
You be out here chasing them. Are you a Stefan?
No, I'm just going to tell you what he did at the end of the show. But move on.
On the
Carry
show,
on.
though, right?
Carry on.
Here, live.
Yeah.
Here, live.
Put it out. Yeah.
All right, so I'll just spill all our tea. Own it before someone else does. So New York said, I had to pause. Say, I don't give a fuck. I'm here, black and beautiful with naps. It's okay. She said, why make tone a subject? If you're black, stand in it. She said, I love my skin, ample ass, and I'm running for president
in 2020
against Kanye West. So this will be an interesting.
Who will win?
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Kanye.
like, you know, the part where she said she's intelligent about these things. I really do believe that she is, because for a minute when she was off of reality TV, she was like speaking a lot about like issues like that.
Really?
And she was rocking natural hair. Like, I don't know if it was actually her real hair, you know.
It might have been one of Action's.
I never can like really tell from anybody. Like, I'm very like oblivious to fake and all that. This is real, but but so I don't know. It could be, I don't know. Could have been real. Could have been not. But she definitely isn't. Like, that wasn't very intelligent of her to stand up and to voice. Like, although, you know, for her, when she gets overexcited,
it's hard for her to fully explain what she's.
Fully express herself. So
Carlos said that he believes that New York is real because everyone, Laura and all of them, were like, no, she's acting for TV. If you've ever met a bitch from Queens, like. You have to clap when you say it, because it's just like, it's how they are. Honestly, like, New York reminds me of a very close friend of mine, and you know, I mean, you can speak to my friend on a, you know, a normal level, and she will collect herself when she needs to, but I mean, she will also pop the fuck off. Like, in that situation, my homegirl would have did the same exact thing as New York. We just want to say she crazy because she was kissing up on Flavor Flav. Real talk.
Yeah, it takes a special woman to do that.
A very special woman.
Lots of money too.
I mean, is Flav caking like that? I mean, I'm sure he's doing better than me, but
Public Enemy money. I don't know.
fight the power.
Fight the power. Jen and Claudia, are you tired of calling me a bitch?
Never.
She said, bitch, you're on YouTube. I tried to give you a show. Karamo jumps on Laura's comment about
Bang, bang.
him being the fix-it person.
Bang, bang.
She tried to give her a show. Well, bitch, didn't Carlos give you the show? And where is the show?
Right. I imagine so much more for this. Like, I was kind of excited to see like them coming together and putting a show together, but it was complete hot mess.
I mean, it got to like how they said it. It was like, dude, y'all had 6 people who were down at first, and you end up with just the 2 people who were team to themselves.
I mean, get with the technology, Claudia. If you couldn't get in reach of everyone, get on Google Hangout. If you really want to know how to get in touch with 6 people at the same damn time and they're in different locations,
at the same damn time.
Use your resources, honey. Jeez.
Honey boo boo. I know
Or
you
you
used to
could
do
tweet
them
them.
3-way. You could do that. You know, just hit them all in the DM. Instagram has the group DM.
They do, actually,
There you
yeah.
go. See that? Since that's where Benzino only wants to hit you up and send you at your ass shots. Do you guys think Karamo was messy boots or really trying to be the fix-it person?
I feel like he was trying to be a good friend. Psych. No, I feel like
To Claudia.
he's definitely hella fake. And I just think that that's fake for him to like try and play both sides. Yeah, maybe he was trying to protect Jennifer and Claudia and like kind of probably be somebody they can confide in, but you don't do that. Like, you don't talk to one person and then if they tell you something, then you go and run the other person. It just looks really bad and really petty.
You let them deal with it.
Yeah.
I will not make judgments on another person's character.
That's why we're here.
Maybe he was.
Well, do you want to walk the fuck out the show? Or what were all the other comments on the last 3 pages that we've been talking about?
Maybe he was just lost in the shuffle.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, your
Sauce
stand-up
is-
shows must be boring as fuck. The fuck? You know.
I'm
All right,
actually
but that's
really
fine.
funny.
I believe it because you make me laugh. New York comes back. She said, I had to leave and collect my thoughts. You know, I may not be a high yellow, but I'm excited for the chocolate chips in my skin.
Melanin.
My melanin.
How do you say it?
Melanin.
Melanin. I said
Yeah.
that is the correct pronunciation.
Yeah, melanin.
Okay.
Know your
I
know
legitimately
your
didn't-
melanin.
Melanin?
Melanin.
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 No, melanin.
Melanin.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
melon, but melon.
okay, we're gonna
Whatever.
move on from that.
We're not even
New
gonna
York
get
does
into
not
that.
like being grabbed when she's angry. That's when Jen was asked about Claudia's comment about the dark-skinned women. Claudia said, I can see both sides. Or, well, I guess she made this comment about the dark people with, she can see the teeth.
I am so tired of people that are definitely just doing that. They're hating their own selves by, I mean, you know, it's on TV. There's tons of people making jokes about their own race and things like that. But it's very much so like you're abusing yourself.
We all
at the
just
end of the
need
day.
love.
No, it's just like, it's crazy how you could hate yourself.
Love
like,
yourself.
It doesn't matter if you're not dark skinned. You see a dark skinned person, that's beautiful. You see a white
Beauty.
person, that's cool too. Like,
Oh, it's not beautiful, though?
whatever.
I'm going to put you right in the
Whatever.
basket with Laura, boo.
Whatever.
Me and New York will sit
But
right on our side.
I'm
Like, all right,
saying-
boo. Equality.
I'm saying equality, okay? But don't sit up there and be like, okay, I'm this and that. But then when you see somebody who has darker complexion with you, you make a joke or you
Complexion
know,
don't mean a thing.
it's just, it's a very sensitive topic and it needs to just stop.
We just need
needs
to
to
all
stop.
love each other. We're people. We're humans.
I agree.
All right?
We're not color. I'm actually purple.
One race,
You're
human
colorblind.
race.
I'm olive. You know? I just honestly don't even care. Jen's researching and finds all the stuff on Claudia on fucking Google, and Claudia's like, oh, you're on Google? You're Googling? Well, bitch, how'd you get the picture? The fucking nude fucking picture. Y'all all Googling each other. Like, and here's the thing. Deal with the situations that are being presented to you. You out here Googling the past. Aren't you on the next 15 to not do that?
And you can't believe everything that you
On
Google.
both ends.
That was an epiphany just now. That was a moment.
What?
Can you say that again?
No, I don't know what I just said.
You
Boy, I'm
said
trying
that,
to rush through this
you
right
said
now.
they're Googling the past, but aren't you on the next 15 to not talk about the past anymore?
I mean, yeah.
Look at that.
There you go. See what
But
happens when I'm over
you got to
here.
say it twice. I had to say it twice. I said it a second time for
I think you should
but
actually tweet it when we leave.
I will.
You should.
and then tag me in it so that I can remember what I said.
I will quote you. Yeah, we'll do that.
Did you go to like Landmark or something this weekend? Like Tony Robbins camp or like? No, just changing your life.
Yeah.
Just trying to love.
This motherfucker get a job on production and he's like, I ain't gonna talk about nobody.
He's like,
that's why he will not be back for any of the other seasons, y'all. He can stay on Modern Family. And that's fine. So, pussy. So, what's it called? Claudia says Jen's fucking people with girlfriends, use protection. Jen said, I can do whatever I want. And I'm just looking at Jen like...
So that's what you was doing in Vegas.
Ooh,
what stays? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Unless Claudia Jordan has the pictures.
Unless Claudia was there, plot twist.
Oh. Benzino and Althea. So they're together. Althea wants marriage. She's disappointed. Althea thinks New York is corny and disrespectful. Says Jen is cool, but he don't work on my album. He said that she needs to lose.
Yeah, that was.
She had your child.
That was messed up. Well, maybe we put your album out if you lose a couple pounds. Like, what?
What if she was like, oh, well, maybe I'll fuck you when your dick grows?
Wait, it's not the same thing. You can't make it grow.
Shots.
Yeah, well, she can't make an album, so.
It's like, honey, I gotta breastfeed the baby, clean the house, and you expect me to be on the treadmill at the same time?
And that baby was adorable.
How is that even possible?
The baby was the best part of the whole reunion. Claudia said Benzino DM'd her an ass shot, but then, so she made it seem like it was like, oh, he can, send me this. And then she's like, you know what? Actually, he was just giving me props.
She don't be knowing what she be trying to say.
Then Claudia showed Karamo the text from Benzino that called her an old bitch stank ass hoe. And then Karamo said, I'd love to knock him out. And I would have loved to have seen the reaction of Benzino be like, you want to do what?
Do you think
and Karamo would have been like, I don't know who would win that fight.
I would put that on Benzino, actually.
Really?
Because I feel like
he's a boxer.
I feel like he has the history and like the background to like handle himself.
I feel like.
I mean, you know what? Growing up gay though, you have a lot of inner anger.
Yeah. And he's fit. He's pretty fit, so he probably has more stamina. But I don't know. Yeah. So I would still. But I mean, put it on Benzino.
Benzino does have them little arms back.
I just want to say that Benzino is disgusting. I would never want to get DM. Like, ew. He's like, ugh.
He's a stand-up guy.
You don't know a good man when you see one.
Who is this? I don't even know who this person is. You out here trolling us. Like, I can't.
That's so unprofessional.
Carlos, come on. Can you just give him a job? Like, that's clearly what he's asking for. Are you up in Carlos's DMs, Khaliel? Is that why you brought the glasses? You're like, I hope no one knows I'm on this after show.
I forgot my hat.
Oh, man. All right, so where are we? What are we fucking talking about? Does Benzino have a problem with women? No, I don't believe Benzino has a problem with women.
He's disrespectful. That's what
just
he
period.
is.
He's from New York. He's just disrespectful. Like, it's just what it is. He doesn't hate women. He disrespects men just as he... But I do agree with Benzino on this about the... booking somebody for a show. If you don't give me an exact date, I'm not calling Chris Brown and being like, hey, this isn't really a talk show, because I guess Clyde's been calling it a talk show, but now she's not calling it a talk show. So we don't really have a date. We might shoot it somewhere on the 8th to the 10th. Like, celebrities bug out if you give them like a 4-hour window. They're like, okay, well, it might be between 7. Well, I need to know because I have, the A, B, C, and D. So to me, it's like, how are you expecting him to book somebody for a date when you've given him 3 different days?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That to me just sounds like they didn't have their stuff together. And
now,
they're
if you
trying
Oprah, Ellen, I mean, maybe. For sure. Now, maybe you can be like, do you want to be on the show? Here are your days. You can pick one. But the comment, which is a show on a show. Which is a show within a reality show.
That's true.
Which I'm also kind of irritated that at the reunion they didn't talk about Hip Hop Weekly TV.
I know.
Do you think it's going to really happen?
I hope it would, because I think
they're
that would
talking
be
about
dope.
I'm probably talking about it.
Like, that's where his next job is. Claudia says she tried to get everybody together and maybe she just needs some more communication. Karamo agrees. She said she didn't do anything wrong. Laura says no one respected Claudia enough to do the work. Benzino basically dragged the show, said that the logo was the best part and that they were basically reading tweets.
That's all it was, the comment.
I mean, you know.
I mean, there's some really good tweets out there.
There are. There's some really good comments out there. Actually, if you watch porn, the best part about porn is the comments. Have you ever read comments on porn?
No.
Like,
never.
There needs
I didn't
to
know
be a
there
show.
was a comment
There
section.
needs to be a show about it.
No.
Maybe you should do it.
I feel like me and Khaliel should do it.
You should do a show.
But he can't come with this bitch ass attitude. Like, I mean, I can't. New York and Acteon. You don't know how to be a wife.
Shade. Shade. She fucking brought you some tea, and you saying she don't know how to be a wife? I'm trying to tell you.
She also gave a ring to some random woman in a Big Lots parking lot.
Look, she doesn't know how to deal with her feelings, and he pissed her off, and she saw the woman that was in need of a ring who could pawn it for some extra money.
That's New York. That's such a
New York has a
thing.
beautiful heart. In all honesty, she has a really beautiful heart, and she's an amazing woman.
Anyways, so since we want to talk serious and be politically correct, here's right up Khaliel's alley. Rape, no laughing matter.
Now he's laughing.
All he did was laugh during the segment.
He's laughing. He's laughing.
Now, see, you can act politically correct all through this show, but now you're showing who your true color is.
Rape
Who
is
you
no
really
laughing
are.
matter. We here at AfterBuzz TV do not find rape, or I mean condone rape.
Do you find it? I'm gonna say it right now. Anyway, so Jen, I gotta say though, you know, Jen, I was riding with you for a while, but then you really did show everybody on the cast the rape interview.
I know. I didn't even know she did that. You know, if she was really a true person, she would have confronted Claudia about it. Like when they went to go eat or something, she would have been like, so girl, you was over here telling me about the rape and all that. What is this video about? But instead you went behind everybody's back and you showed them the video. What was that for? So that you could make Claudia feel like she's like just dumb and that she doesn't like matter, or that she's like this habitual liar. What did that do for you?
Yeah, because it's just like, especially then you're going to come out and talk about my mom was raped and told me 4 years ago. So if your mom had to wait all that time because she didn't know how to internalize it, wouldn't you think that, oh, maybe other people internalize it differently? So where Claudia is a stand-up comedian, you know, and maybe that's how she deals with it. She has to turn it into a joke, because if she starts getting serious about it, clearly we saw her break down and crying. So I don't know. Do you guys take that as her real defense mechanism, or did you think that she's playing this card?
I think that. See, why did you like? I didn't even start. I think that she uses comedy to ease the pain. And then if we go back again, I said this last week. We go back to what she actually said. She was talking about a whole different situation than what happened to her when she was younger.
I think that they need to have a real sit down. They need to have a reality TV show called The Sit Down, where all the reality TV stars who have been suppressing these things that happen to them get one-on-ones with therapists so that they can really
sounds like a great idea for a show.
Because
Dr. Jen.
she really does have problems. You could even tell when she was doing that video of the your fire video, she looked very just like out of place. It just didn't seem right to me. And she may be like using reality TV as like a scapegoat for like all of the things that she's gone through, you know?
I agree. I do think that, because I look at it like, you come out and you say you're a journalist and all this stuff, but then you're putting yourself on these reality platforms versus doing the work as a journalist to, you know,
they Googled each other.
be respected.
That's journalism.
There you go. There you go. Came with receipts. There you go. The roast beef. I can't. All right, so we learned a lot about a lot of people were sexually abused, but I do think that she said that's for the girl.
Why are you laughing?
No, because now that I think about it, it's just like didn't make any sense to me as to why everyone felt like they needed to even mention all of that. Like,
well, I think it's because I feel like Laura mentioned it because she was like, okay, I was abused at 7. Like, I can understand that's how she channeled it because she channeled it through sports and through what'd she say, rebellion. So maybe Claudia's way of doing that is laughing, whereas Jen's mom internalized it. Like, it's just everyone handles shit differently. She was trying to be a woman to woman, have a conversation with you. You said, bitch, why are you a hoe all the time? And she was like, okay, well, you want to know, like, I was raped. And now you're like, oh, girl, that's too much tea. Well, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know. So it was interesting. Claudia said, I'm sick of people talking shit. I can't be a weak woman in a man's world. I may not be the correct way of dealing with it, but it's my way of dealing with it. Amen, girl. All right, so then we got the end. And this is what everyone learned from this show. Claudia. What was the monkey on her back comment meaning?
It wasn't cigarettes.
Is that a term for monkey on your back?
Yeah.
Really?
Like cigarettes, like drugs, like a drug, like when they say like, oh, you gotta get this monkey out. Yeah.
How do you know that? She got to produce. Karamo showed the world that he's sexy, single, and hardworking. Benzino.
No, I'm saying like what? Like that's what you learned. You're sexy, single.
All right, Maya. Free.
Let's not take away his shine, okay? That's his thing.
Really.
Everybody has their thing.
You should have learned that you're messy and that you need to work on the way that you help others. You think you're helping your friends out, but you're really putting them against one another. That's what you're really doing.
Well, you know who else is doing that? Keep that comment to myself. Benzino, I got to develop friendships and people got to see that I was not a part of the drama. Did you guys take Benzino at all that he was messy in this?
No, I didn't think he was messy in fucking, what was it, Love and Hip Hop?
No, well, sometimes with Stevie.
He did
and
pop up
Althea.
video of Jocelyn in the studio where she looked like she was on crack because she was sweating.
Well, that's different. You're looking out for your homeboy at that point.
No, he was throwing shade at. It's just but he's definitely grown a lot. Like he could easily, and I think he does like have anger problems, especially against women because we've seen him in Love and Hip Hop rage and act crazy, and we've seen him rage and have to pull over when Althea was like, just getting him pissed off and stuff, that he's probably used this as like a mechanism to like really be able to deal with his rage and his anger issues.
All right,
I
lead
think
into
so.
that. Laura said it showed her evolution. We know. You go, girl. Now stay off reality TV. And Jen said she's happy people heard her voice, literally, and she's happy she got to be brave.
That's right. You go, Jen.
I'm a women who independent. And then New York said, I need my own show again. And
she does.
Amen.
We agree.
If anything we have learned from the next 15 is that there probably should just be the next New York. And I would be here for that. TV1 pick up New York's New York show, and we'll do an after show.
Is somebody trying to take my place? You guys, we are here because we're auditioning for the next New York. If you think that you could be as good as me on television, you think I'm gonna be the head bitch in charge, bitch? I don't think so. Then come. You know the work I had to put in. Come to Manhattan Square for auditions. If you want to be the next New York.
Meet us down at Santee Alley. I gotta get my shopping on. So then the focus group from the beginning of the show comes out. That was a plot twist.
What was that?
It was really dumb because it was like, y'all all were just like, yes, everyone changed. I believe, you know what? I'm going to leave Laura alone. Yeah, because you know Laura going to jump up over that couch and snatch your fucking hair, bitch. Everyone's opinion changed. Jen has a voice, and I know her now. Everyone loves New York, and apparently this was a groundbreaking series. Well, on that note, we want to thank you guys for tuning into the Next 15 After Show. Hope we may be back next season. We gotta wait and see what happens. Yeah. Maybe we'll do an after show for the comment. Maybe we'll do an after show for Hip Hop Weekly TV. We don't really know, but we're gonna see what's gonna transpire from all of this. But again, thank you guys. We're sorry, we was a little late with it, but we wanted to give you this entertainment because you guys kept hitting us up. So check us out at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Tweet me at DJ Jesse J.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at your girl Trene. What's up?
And I'm Khaliel Abooboo on Twitter and Instagram.
Hit him up. He's a nice guy, guys.
And also, I'm on Staff Me Up if anybody's hiring.
See that? This was all planned. I can't.
He's trying to get a job, so he doesn't want to be too ratchet.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.